Welcome back to Good Day Sacramento, where TV magic is always alive and well. Just made my order at the Falafel Corner, and Tobias is ready with my order. Oh yeah! This is what we call a Texas-sized meal where I'm from, right? Look at this falafel platter. Yeah, you might be wondering, where is this all gonna go? Yep, my stomach. That's right, that's right. This is why I love this job. So, thank you! Customer service at its finest. We have Sajad here, who is the franchise owner for Falafel Corner. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, well, it's wonderful to have you on the show because we found out a little bit of your background, which is just a remarkable story. You actually learned how to cook like this behind bars.
Yeah, North Block, San Quentin. That's where I learned how to cook at. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your story, because you had a rough past, but you were able to turn some of that roughness into something delicious. Tell us what got you behind bars, and how did you get out, and how did you create Falafel Corner?
Yeah, so I was pretty young when I went to prison. I was actually still in high school when I went to prison, and under the 3 strikes law, my 3rd strike was instigating a fist fight. But that's all it needed for me to go to prison for the rest of my life. And while I was in there, you know, I just took stock of my life and said, man, I don't want to spend the rest of my life in here, man. And if I have to, I don't want to spend it like this. I want to be something better. So I got my GED, and in prison, I started getting involved in educational programs and got enrolled in college over there. I had to pay my own way through college while I was inside, and making little crafts and stuff to pay for it. But eventually I got my degrees. And once I got my education, I started a group to help 3 strikers and deal with the psychological problems of 3 strikes. That group eventually helped me get out of prison. And that group allowed some people to come in and, you know, talk to us, and they saw us put a human face on this law. And as a result of that meeting, they went up and they put up the money to change 3 strikes, and that was Proposition 36. So I got out right when Proposition 36 passed, and I wanted to finish my education. I got enrolled in Berkeley into a doctoral program at a grad school in Berkeley, and was serious about just getting my education. I was working at the original Falafel Corner over there, and I was managing the restaurant for him. About 3 years later, he gave me the option of opening up a restaurant in Sacramento.
And this is actually your hometown as well.
I'm from Sac. I actually grew up right down the street in Del Paso Heights.
Right, and so now, how crazy is it to you to not only own Falafel Corner, but you have 40 different locations across California, and the big dream is that it's going to expand across the country, right?
Yeah, the dream is to make it go national. We're working towards that right now. And you know, but to come back to your hometown and, you know, to give back, I'm a benefactor instead of a beneficiary. You know, I'm giving jobs, and not only jobs, but some of my franchisees, right? They're young guys. I have a franchisee who's an Afghan refugee. He's opening up his own Falafel Corner. I have a young guy who just came from Pakistan 7 or 8 years ago. He's opening up in Oakland.
So taking a chance on people who otherwise might not have gotten that chance.
Exactly, and helping them navigate through this business, teaching them and training them, and that's my way of giving back. Just like Ann and Dave were able to put up the money and change the 3 strikes law, and they gave back that way. You know, I'm giving back in the best way that I can, is by facilitating this for other people.
And beyond that, we just have to talk about what we're seeing on the table, the food itself, because even for folks who don't know the background story, the food speaks for itself. So we've got a couple different plates here. I mean, you are getting bang for your buck when it comes to these platters, because hello, this could feed 3 people. Just walk us through some of your favorites. I know we got the burger on the table, which is critically acclaimed, right?
That's my favorite. It was voted one of the best burgers in Sacramento. It's called the Gangster, and it was kind of not only because it looks gangster, but it was an ode to my old occupation. Okay. So, you know, this is an amazing burger.
And considering y'all are a Mediterranean place, it's kind of crazy that you guys have a burger on the charts, but somehow, hey, the cooking behind bars paid off, right?
Paid off. And you know, I would just like to say that sometimes in life, you could be preparing for something your whole life and then you never get the opportunity, so you're not successful. But if you prepare and do the right thing and that opportunity comes, you're going to be successful. And so I think this was a direct result of that. I learned everything about cooking inside, applied myself when I got out, did the same thing, and then the opportunity came and it was meant to be successful. But the food is the success. And like I was saying, I tell this to all my customers, like we don't have a fancy, you know, gimmicky type of restaurant. Here it's all about the food.
Yeah, it's all business. And if you take a look right there, you can see all of the to-go containers, because they know that you're not going to finish your food. They give you more than enough, so they know that you're going to take some home, bring it to the wife, bring it to the kids. That's right. We share the wealth around here, right? Everybody likes when someone comes home with leftovers. I learned that now as an adult. If somebody has leftovers, I'm a happy camper. So Falafel Corner, we're here in the Sacramento location, but again, they have locations all across California. And hey, you might see it nationwide soon. So if you have family in other states, make sure to let them know if they spot Falafel Corner that there's an incredible story behind every location.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Sakura.